What's up, guys, gals, and all you awesome means and gamers of different shapes and sizes? It is me, Josh, Proxy, bringing you some Titanfall 2 today on the PlayStation 4. In just 6 hours, I will have my PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm so freaking excited to bring you Titanfall 2 on the PlayStation 4 Pro, because supposedly it looks amazing! I mean, it's not supposed to look like a brand new game or anything, but it's supposed to have a little bit nicer in the visual area. I think it's supposed to be basically the PC version. Can I have the PC version? No? Okay, I'll just have the PlayStation 4 Pro version then. But comment section below, let me know, are you excited for the PlayStation 4 Pro? Would love to know in the comment section below. And also don't forget to drop a like if you ultimately enjoy this video, and why not subscribe for more Titanfall 2 gameplay in the future. But today I'm going to be showing you some Northstar. This is a Titan I think gets very little love, because obviously Titans like Ion, Tone, Legion, basically every other Titan gets so much more love, because snipers are a very difficult kind of character to use. I mean, especially I would say in like Call of Duty these days, like they've made it so maps are so small and so cramped that really being a sniper is incredibly difficult. Like I myself have tried to play sniping like roles within Titanfall 2, and it's very difficult. Even say in Call of Duty, it's just not what Battlefield allows you to do. Obviously Battlefield has those open maps where you can be a sniper, but there's more chances of you actually getting shot from the left and the right and from the back when you're a sniper in Call of Duty or Titanfall 2, so it's a little bit difficult. But Northstar, the Sniper Titan, is actually really freaking badass. And the awesome thing is that even though the sniper rifles in Titanfall 2 for the pilot aren't very good, look at that, holding onto the wall with my little hand axe thing. You don't actually get to see that, which is a bit of a shame, but the icon is in there when you do the pilot customization. But Northstar, who is the Titan sniper, is actually very good, very awesome, and very well balanced within Titanfall 2 and how it actually works within the maps. Because obviously it means that you can actually shoot down these long corridors, it means that you can actually stand behind your fellow Titans, because Northstar is a lot weaker than your other Titans. But because of all of its utility and because of the awesome weapons and gadgets that it comes with, it means it can actually stand a fight. It can actually stand a ridiculously good fight, especially if you play really well with Northstar. Like, I don't believe I do in this one, maybe I do, I'm not too sure. But it was once I discovered, here we have Northstar. Northstar is so freaking sexy, has this badass railgun which you have to charge up to do even more damage, but it's more about the weapons that it has in its utility belt. And this is the thing. First of all, it has the tether mines. Now, the tether mines are something that I was not respecting enough until probably in the last week. And this is something of a bit of a shame. This guy here was just like standing there. I nearly killed him and he disconnected just as I opened fire. Even that's crazy. The first thing anyway was that the tether mines are incredibly powerful. The tether mine actually allows you to put a little mine onto the floor, and then when an enemy Titan goes over it, they get clamped to the floor, which means they can't attack you. It means they're so freaking useful against Ronins, because as we know, Ronins have the sword, they have the shotgun for trying to go up close and personal. They're pretty much useless without their Thunderstrike upwave sword slash thing, you know, at range, so they need that to kind of like be competitive or use the sword slash and the shotgun. So having that kind of tether mine is very useful. At the same time as that, it's really good against Scorch. You actually kind of like depend on the arc of its grenades and obviously its ground slam and everything, which again is very limited by range. And even like other Titans as well, they have to kind of follow you, they kind of have to track you. And the idea that you can get tethered, clamped down like a car in a robot can actually throw you off quite a bit. You'll be kind of like, why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? And so what's really awesome about that too is that you can actually use this with 2 clamps. And so when you actually level up your Northstar, you actually get the ability to put 2 down. It actually increases the strength of it, which I think also increases the longevity of that. And so you see me there, look, popping it down. It's very good for defense as well. So say if you drop it down and then takes a few pot shots and then run away, the person will chase you, get clamped down, and then you can go back in there and actually fire on them. At the same time as that though, you obviously have your other ability. Now the other ability is called the Cluster Bomb, or Cluster Missile, whatever you want to call it, and this actually allows you to fire a single missile which then opens up like a banana bomb in Worms and just blows up all around you. It's really good for clearing out rooms of pilots, say who are all like bunkering down and hiding, or if you do actually kind of like clamp a enemy Titan to the floor, you can use that Cluster Bomb to actually take them down. So it's very powerful in that sense as well. And I actually find that it's actually one of the more useful ways of using that tether, because basically when you do that tether clamp, mine, whatever you want to call it, really awesome either way, it means that you can actually do so much freaking damage, because once they're actually tethered, you can charge up your sniper rifle, and then you can obviously do the deed that needs to be done. Look at that amazing wall run, which I then jumped onto that enemy Titan, now I'm going to take that battery charge. But will they kill me? That is the question. No, it seems I'm going to climb onto them and obviously drop a grenade inside their little poop chute. Why would they have a poop chute that is on their shoulders? I'm not too sure about that. It's kind of surprising, actually, that they haven't been able to take me down yet. Like, generally, if you're in a Titan, you just punch the pilot. Like, you've seen me. I go all balls out when it comes to punching those pilots. Able to take down an enemy Titan and actually force him into emergency eject, which was quite awesome. So we're trying to escape now with that battery. I do actually have the ability to spawn my own Titan, which is obviously Northstar. We actually have an enemy Titan here fighting my fellow Legion, and so we will be jumping on there to back them up. Remember, pilots are very capable against Titans now. They have all of their anti-Titan weapons, which they had in the original Titanfall, but now instead of actually getting kind of like stuck into shooting the core, you now just take the battery or you just drop a grenade down and you can continue shooting with your anti-Titan weapon. So you actually have a lot more damage output when you are playing as a pilot, so don't forget to actually jump onto those enemy pilot Titans and, you know, take down those batteries and things like that, because it actually helps your team and it also helps yourself, because obviously by actually giving those batteries to your teammates, you actually spawn your Titan a lot faster in the meter, and along with the ability to actually give, as you can see here, look, giving my Titan its own shield through that core and also replenishing health. This is something that you never had in Titanfall before. The first game, by, you know, getting your Titan, it was kind of like a thing where you had to babysit a little bit. You have to be very, very careful, because once it died, you had to get it again. While you have to do that in Titanfall 2, you now have the ability to actually steal enemy Titan cores, and oh my goodness, that is a lot of people flying at me. I'm just like bitch slapping her. He's like, yo, whatever, fat flies of, just get out of my face. There's not even enough of them. Just go away. Oh, there's blood all the it's in my mouth. White tastes of copper and ketchup combined. I'm not too sure. It should just taste of copper. But really awesome abilities. This is the thing. The pilots are so good now. And along with that, the Titans are fantastic too. And this is where Northstar actually complements the, I think it's called the Assault Smart Chip. Now, as we know, the first kind of ability that you get as a Titan is the Smart Chip. Now, the Smart Chip is a little bit devalued, I think, as well. It really depends on how you use it. Now, what the Smart Chip allows you to do, or the Assault Chip, I'm just going to call it the Smart Chip because it basically makes your Titan a lot smarter, is that's what it does. It makes your Titan a lot more capable by itself when it's in follow mode or defense mode. Now, while it's in follow mode or defense mode, it will actually be, well, kind of like thinking for itself, trying to use its own combat moves to kill enemy pilots or Titans that get in its way. But when it does that, by not having the Smart Chip, it'll only be able to use its primary weapon while also walking around. But if you actually give it the Smart Chip, it will be able to evade, and it'll also be able to use all of its other abilities within its utility, which is really, really cool. And so the really awesome thing that you must think then is, what if I combined a Smart Chip core thingy with the Sniper or Northstar? Because obviously you already have that sniper rifle, and if you give that Smart Chip to Northstar, it means that they pretty much have bang-on accuracy when they see a pilot, which is very useful, and especially on a Titan, because obviously they have those glowing weak points on their chest and stuff. And so one thing you can actually do as Northstar is give it that Smart Chip and use it as a backup bodyguard, which is very, very cool if you think about it, because obviously as well you've got that cluster mine as well, which can actually shoot into enemy rooms and things like that too. But the fact that you actually have the ability to snipe while also having a sniper bodyguard that is a robot from freaking hell is just awesome. It's something to be really, really excited about. So there's one really good idea as well to use, because as well as giving it the Smart Chip, it will be able to use its own tethers as well. I mean, this is the thing. It's not as clever as a player character. It'll never be as clever as a player character when using that Smart Chip. But it's very useful when it comes to increasing the ability to actually fire shots and be accurate when protecting you in its own AI guard mode. So remember to do that. If you do feel like you just want to be a pilot, but you want to kind of be a sniper and have that backup, why not be Northstar and actually give it the Smart Chip in defense mode while you actually snipe, because it will actually be able to save your bacon quite a few times. I found it myself where it's actually killed a pilot from ages away with that railgun with the Smart Chip, and I originally have not been using the Smart Chip with any of those Titans, but then I tried it with other Titans like, say, Legion, who can then actually snipe with the shoulder laser from, you know, miles away when an enemy pilot ejects and stuff. Or again, like using its other abilities, as you know, when you zoom in as Ion, say, and it's able to do that kind of like spread shot with its laser rifle thing. Look at his finisher as well. Look how cool that is, actually breaking into my teammate's nipple laser with Ion and then actually kind of like poning it. But the idea that you can actually use that spread shot as well with Ion while it's in that kind of like defense mode is very freaking useful. So as you're going to see here, look, I do actually clamp this enemy Legion, which means he cannot escape. He's trying to escape my fellow Ronin, and as you can see, look, we actually got a kill from backing up my team, but also my fellow Ronin was able to get a finishing critical melee counter, whatever you want to call it, you know, those things where you kind of, it's like, it's a really awesome kind of animation finisher. But he was able to do that fatality, and I was able to do that for him to help him. So again, you actually have that ability to help your team, The one thing to note is that Northstar is not a confrontational Titan. It has barely any health, pretty much like Ronan, so it has to kind of like stay at a distance and kind of like support the team or kind of attack from that distance. And again, it uses that ability to use those tether mines to kind of like look after itself, so when someone does actually notice you, you can use that tether mine to kind of escape, and that's what I've been pretty much doing, as you've been seeing. I've been kind of like playing that kind of like tactical route. Yeah, sometimes I do kind of get, you know, a little bit like stuck in the middle like meat inside of a sandwich, but that's kind of like something that happens in Titanfall because the rooms, the maps, you know, the environments are so closed in. But as you saw within this one, we were able to do some amazing teamwork as Northstar. And this is the great thing about Titanfall as well, is that you do actually have those support Titans. They're not all just about offense. Wow, that was 22 kills. Can we actually get any more before this match ends? That'd be really, really awesome. We actually have the enemy team trying to escape here, and so I'm going to try and hold them off with Northstar. I'm going to hold them off with Northstar? What's that about? I did just see a little pilot running around there. There he is. He thinks he can escape me, but can we use my Titan to take them down? Remember, that pilots are way more able now to take down Titans, but it seems like they're going to try and rush it. That was a silly idea. Now you're just a smear in the floor. Who's going to clean that up? Me? I am not going to be doing that. We actually have an enemy pilot here. Remember that my sniper rifle is a one-shot kill, and oh my goodness, you found me, lol, has been taken out of the picture. That was pretty freaking epic. But comment section below, let me know, what did you think of this match? I would love to know. We got 28 minion kills, 22 pilot kills, and 3 Titan kills. We want to back up the team, actually get the majority of those Titan kills as well. But again, we'd love to know your opinion on this game. It's been me, Josh, aka Proxy, bringing you some Titanfall 2 today. Remember to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and why not subscribe for more Titanfall 2 content in the future. But I will see you all next time. Ciao for now.